when I get up in the morning, usually about 5 o'clock, the first thing I do is put on a pot of coffee. But after that, I walk the dog and go for a run with the dog outside. And then we play outside for about 15 minutes and come in. I get ready. It's a short drive to work, and I get started. Well, I've had a lot of them. I have to say probably one of my very favorites was a more recent one I had with my son and my husband. We went to Rome, and it kind of combines a lot of the history, lots of beautiful sights to see. My son is a history buff, he's 14, and it just absolutely loved it. We walked all around the city and we saw a medieval town. He loves to learn about history. We went to a World War II commemorative area where Italy and the U.S. had a lot of history in that area, so we went to visit that, and it was just a really fabulous trip. Wonderful food, great food, wonderful people. I'm a little biased, but definitely great, friendly people. We just love Italy. Well, my favorite book still, it's an old one, but it's Gone with the Wind. And I think I like it just because it's just a crazy romance, and very dramatic, and has really great character development. So it's different. It's not like your modern books, and I just really enjoyed it. Well, my very favorite form of exercise is anything to do with water. I love to swim. I love to swim, particularly in the summer. I love the beach. I love the ocean. I love to, go off boats and jump in the water. In the winter, I do a little bit of swimming, but not as much. It's more indoor, less fun. And I do running. I run outside and play with the dog. I drink about 2 to 3 large cups. I'd like to have more hours in the day so I'd have more time to sleep, but there's just so much to do during the day that, just wasting time going to sleep. So I try to, sleep as much as necessary, but could use a little bit more. Catch up on the weekends. On the personal side of my life, I'm most proud of my son. He's actually just 14 years old now, so we were a little late to get started. He's just a great kid, just a wonderful personality, really is a great conversationalist, and he's really just liked by a lot of people, and we just had his recent school evaluation, and is really liked by the teachers. He's polite, and really a great kid. That's on the personal side. On the work side, I think one of my greatest accomplishments, and some I feel like I've really done a lot, is with volunteer work with the Heart Rhythm Society. My role as the current president of the Heart Rhythm Society has been incredibly rewarding. I feel like it could really make a difference, and things we do can help other colleagues, and most importantly, can help our patients in terms of our education and enhancing research and collaboration. So really very proud of those accomplishments. 2 actually women who are electrophysiologists who inspired me, are very inspirational, have really been role models throughout my career in electrophysiology. One is Ann Curtis, and the other one is Ann Gillis. Ann Gillis is from Canada, is really inspired me in terms of research activity and getting involved in HRS, and really knowing that both of them have really shown that you could achieve goals that you may think are far to reach, and being in a field of a male-dominated field in general cardiology and electrophysiology, to be able to aspire and then achieve a role like I'm currently in is really been great. And so I admire them both. And Curtis also has been inspirational in many ways in terms of her leadership skills, in terms of been a great, not just mentor, but sponsor throughout the years. If I could freeze something, I would think I'd want to freeze. I love the time when I gave birth to my son. I thought that was an amazing time period. I'd want to freeze that, although little did I know then that it would even get better and better as he really developed into a person. There were great times in my childhood too, great times we had a very big Italian family, and I'd love to freeze some of those times and just the wonderful experiences with my aunts, uncles, grandparents, and cousins are times I'd like to freeze. In fact, my son even says, I wish I could have met them, go back in time and meet some of these people. So I wish he had that opportunity. But there were some really terrific times. There are a lot of things I'd like to do. I think if I didn't go into medicine, I think one of the top choices would be a veterinarian. I just love animals. I love to help animals the way, I feel like I help people. Another thing is I do love teaching, incredibly love teaching, and I might be a school teacher. In fact, my mom wanted me to be a school teacher, and probably in the lower grades. I love kids. I love, children in, grade school. They just love to learn. They're little sponges, and I think I might choose that opportunity.